Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing the so-called tax home of Americans abroad, also known as expats, called sometimes American expatriates. And I often see this come up in the context of so-called digital nomads. People that work online, they primarily make their living by doing things that are online that don't really require them to be anchored to one specific place. And the issue of a tax home or a tax residence can be important for Americans as well as other nationalities. It's not just confined to Americans. Other nationalities base their tax system on certain domicile issues. So, getting locked into a tax home, if you will, can have tremendous positive ramifications for certain individuals who simply want to sort of, for lack of a better term, de-domicile from their home country. For example, Thailand, if one is resident 153 days of a given calendar year, one's considered to have been, for lack of a better term, tax resident in that country or resident for tax purposes. It's one of the reasons I think that there are certain things that have changed within the immigration apparatus here in Thailand is to deal with this issue of tax residence, because I think that there's various international agreements wherein, people aren't, countries are not trying to shelter folks that really aren't living in their country from another country's tax system just by dint of someone being physically present in that place. That being said, that's a topic for another video, frankly. But the thing to take into account with respect to this video is getting one's tax home situated can have positive ramifications with respect to filing one's taxes. It can also be a point of clarification because, for example, things like, the foreign earned income exclusion in the United States, there's what's called the bona fide residence test, and issues surrounding tax home, for example, or tax residence, whether one is physically present in a given location for a certain period of time, for example, the local definition of what's considered tax resident can play in to the computation or to the analysis, if you will, or interpretation, if you will, of the rules surrounding bona fide residence for purposes of, for example, foreign earned income exclusion. That's just one minor example where tax home can come up. And again, it can provide a great deal of clarity when filling out one's tax return, because if it's clear where one has been tax resident for a certain period of time, it can make things easier when compiling one's documentation to file, for example, with the IRS. We hope you found this video insightful. For those of you who are interested, we're trying to make videos to provide up-to-date information as soon as this information comes out. And for that reason, it may be a good idea to go ahead and click the bell button, the bell icon below, to go ahead and be updated as these videos come out, as you can go ahead and be apprised of the legal situation as it evolves.